The judge laughed when the poor widow spoke. The courtroom echoed with quiet mockery, polished shoes tapping, expensive suits whispering. She stood alone and trembling, clutching faded papers, while the law turned its face away. But just as the judge raised his gavel to end her hope forever, the courtroom doors burst open, and the sound that followed, heavy boots, roaring engines outside, leather jackets brushing past wooden benches, would change everyone's fate before the day ended. Everyone thought this would be an easy case. They were wrong. Miriam stood at the center of the courtroom like a leaf caught in a storm. Her black shawl was worn thin from years of use, edges frayed, but she held herself upright because dignity was the only thing poverty had not taken from her. Her husband had died 2 years earlier in a hit-and-run accident. No witnesses, no justice, no compensation. Only debts, a small rented home, and 2 children waiting every evening for food she often could not afford. The man sitting across from her was everything she was not: wealthy, confident, protected. He was the owner of a powerful transport company. His lawyer smiled politely, already certain of victory. The evidence had disappeared. The accident report had been altered. Miriam's voice, they believed, would never be enough. When Miriam finally spoke, her voice shook, but her words were honest. She described the night her husband never came home. The sound of brakes. The blood on the road. Her children asking why their father didn't wake up. The judge leaned back in his chair, then he laughed, not loudly, but enough. A small, dismissive chuckle. The courtroom felt colder. The judge adjusted his glasses and said, "Mrs. Miriam, emotions do not replace evidence. The court cannot run on tears." Some people lowered their eyes. Others sighed in boredom. The judge prepared to dismiss the case. Miriam's hands trembled as she whispered, "My husband saved lives, he helped strangers, he didn't deserve to die like this." The judge raised the gavel. That was when the doors opened. They didn't come to make noise, they came to make things right. The sound of boots echoed first, slow, heavy, deliberate. One by one, men walked into the courtroom wearing leather jackets stitched with symbols of wings, flames, and shields. Their faces were rough, scarred by years on the road. Not criminals. Not thugs. Riders of bikers. The judge froze mid-motion. At the front stood an older man with silver hair and calm eyes. He removed his helmet respectfully and spoke with a voice that carried authority without anger. "Your Honor," he said, "we are here as witnesses." The courtroom erupted into whispers. The biker leader explained that Miriam's husband had once saved one of their own and dragged him from a burning vehicle on a highway late at night. The man survived. The bikers never forgot. They had spent 2 years searching. Dashcam footage. Old toll cameras. A gas station recording. A license plate. They placed the evidence on the table. Silence. The judge's face drained of color. The truth unfolded like a storm. The transport company's vehicle. The falsified report. The bribed officer. The hidden footage. The judge swallowed hard. For the first time that day, he looked at Miriam, not as a poor widow, but as a woman who had endured injustice with grace. The verdict was reversed. The company was fined. Arrests were ordered. Justice, long delayed, finally arrived. As Miriam stepped outside the courthouse, the bikers formed a silent line on either side. Engines started, not in celebration, but in honor. The biker leader handed her a small envelope. Inside was money, not charity, but respect. Enough to restart her life. Miriam looked at the sky, tears finally falling, not from pain, but relief. The judge watched from the window, and for the first time in years, he felt ashamed. Never laugh at someone's pain. You never know who stands behind them. Justice may walk slowly, but when it arrives loud enough to shake the world.